Greetings and salutations!
Indeed. May you be greeted and saluted. Here we are playing Heroes Might Magic 1. Now, I've already lost once. Of course, that is the mandatory first failure. So now, let's start another game. Now, I will not give up on that scenario just as easily as I perhaps ought to. I will rather actually try it again. Where was it? I think it was called Close Quarters. There we go. I'm going to go with Close Quarters, but this time I'll make things a bit easier, to say the least. I'll still be playing at normal, but this difficulty seems to be much more suited for my ability. I'm not the best strategist, and I don't really want to risk failure yet again, as that might be a bit too might be a bit, well, annoying to watch. Oh well. Let us start, shall we? Here we are. The originally intended starting point. Now, it is such in this game that you actually are forced to start with, in the game itself, I believe it is so that each and every scenario, so in this case the close quarter scenario, there's one alignment you're forced to take. Now you may choose different starting points. You don't know where they are, but based on the color, if you've played through this scenario before, you might give it a different experience. Now, you may not choose the alignment, which is going to make certain maps a bit annoying to play, such as this one, since I really do not enjoy playing sorceress, sadly. It is not my preferred, sorry about that. Not my preferred race, no, alignment, there we go. Not my favorite alignment at all. I prefer to be a sorcerer, which is quite radically different from the sorceress. In many ways, indeed. Now, and we have these treasure chests. I've already explained the gist of it, so I'm just going to choose first. But I wish to state one thing about these chests. There are three different types of experience or gold chests. 3 different types. Now, this is the lowest value one, where you can either choose 1,000 gold or 500 experience. Now, there's another one where you can either choose 1,500 gold and 1,000 experience, and there is a third one wherein you can choose between 2,000 gold and 1,500 experience. Now, obviously, this gives you the worst gold to experience ratio. Whereas where you get 2,000 gold, you actually don't pay that much for experience. You actually don't pay that much at all. But here you pay nearly 2 gold, whilst there you pay in slightly excess of 1 gold. So often it is the wisest, lest in desperate need, to take the gold here, which I will do. So there we go. Move down here, and finally I have to go to water again. It's quite noisy. Perhaps I ought to reduce the audio a tiny bit. Perhaps, indeed. I've already got a cottage, so next thing on my mind ought to perhaps be a mage's guild. Sorcerers, they are mage class, and, well, if they're a mage class, they should really learn magic, shouldn't they now? Should they not? Sorry about that. Wait, no. Seemingly, it seems that I actually have enough mercury to... Why, that's great. I actually have druids, which are going to help me vastly. Since druids are perhaps the most useful, I wouldn't say the best, since they're really not... Well, they are technically best. Really not best, but they're essential in many ways. You see, that actually was the second level chest you can get. They're quite useful, the druids. So I'm going to get a Stonehenge with druids, and 3 items to purchase. And here we have 3 lovely druids, very useful creatures, and the The spells I got, they were not that bad. The protection is useful. View Minds is virtually useless. Curse also. I would have preferred Bless, Curse, and Protection. That is, you can't really ask for much for first level spells since well, they're first level and they're generally not that great. It's usually relatively light buffs, which Protection is. The Curse is quite a debuff actually if it's given on the correct type of thing. Oblast map, it's the same thing each and every. I actually don't think it is. That's intriguing. Oh well. It's not just chest. I'm going to go for the goal this time, even though it is nearly not required or necessary or anything. I'm still going to go for it. I'm going to go down there again, and up there till that, go down there again to get the next turn, next week's creatures, and go up there and kill that, and well. Sorry about that. Bit sore-throated. Oh well. I really, really do need those. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful druids of mine. Oh well. We have the fence, the meadow shall be up next in our creature building. But you see the lack of the gem, so obtaining the gem mine is going to be a priority of ours. We ought to build a well. I think I've already explained, or you can see what the well does here. There you go. And there's one thing more on the well I really, really love statistics, and this gives you quite a neat overview. One thing more, it has to be said that actually, upon purchasing a dwelling, you actually get 1 full week's growth of creatures without a well. So you can see here we have 3 druids, and that adds 2, which actually is quite useful. Purchasing creatures as a phoenixes, but less so when you're purchasing sprites. Since phoenixes, you actually get, I think they actually get 3 instead of 1, and that is quite the increase on a thing that costs like 500. So the well is a must purchase before the first week is ended. It is definitely a must. You have to have a well. It's that simple. It's an obvious requirement. Managed to cool down my throat a bit. Drinking something I really don't like. Well, I do like it, but cold tea isn't that delicious. So well. My throat is so sore. It wasn't like that for 5 minutes ago. It's just fine. Now magically I have a sore throat. Fun life, isn't it? Scary creatures be hiding in the dark. Oh well, we have lots of archers here, and what shall we do? We shall, without thought or anything, we shall mindlessly brawl into them. Now, it ought to be noted that they are actually quite strong. I'm not quite sure what they will go for, however. I think they might go for him, or they might go for those. I will use a bit of my strategy, and first of all, you cast a curse on this archer. So this archer won't hit too much. This archer will, this sprite here, will fly into this area, and make all of those, since if a ranged creature is boarded by a melee creature, all of these will be forced to tank that sprite, and yes, I can afford to lose some sprites. They're not really an essential composition of my army. And this will attack that. So that is how we're going to try to do it, since these are medium speed creatures, I believe. No, I don't want to cancel that. But medium speed creatures, and this should be good. There we go. And he shall, they shall attack the northernmost, if I may say it so, creatures. It's going to check how many, well, 2 to 12 is that, and they are, well, definitely these are the greatest threat right now, despite being cursed. You can see that ranged creatures really aren't too good at melee. So it's actually quite a useful strategy to directly sacrifice your sprites like that. It is undeniably sacrifice, but it is quite useful indeed. And if it is useful, why does one not use it? Oh, one actually does. I don't really want to lose my sprites, and I've only got 6 left, so I'll try to save their lives with what I can. Saying it's going to be a success, hardly. And hopefully indeed. No, I think they're going to lose them. Yep, there they go. Now I might have an ever so slight problem, since I have a 6 creature there, and I really don't want that, so I auto cast a curse on that, so that it will be even weaker. Now that leaves me with really still that creature being relatively dangerous. There, lost a druid. That is horrible. I really didn't like losing druids. And an elf, which is also horrible, since elves are quite useful. It didn't actually hurt me at all. There you can see how strong I really am right now. And there we go. Now I lost 1 druid, 1 archer, and 18 sprites sadly, but I killed quite a decent load of adversary creatures. Okay, we got some mercury, lovely mercury, I love that. I'd have to end my turn, seemingly. Hopefully I won't be stolen. Oh, already a population increase. Oh no, not rogues. That's actually quite powerful. Should have seen that coming. I should indeed have. I think that well, they are actually quite powerful. Quite effective by such spells. Oh well. Seemingly not. Oh, to try to protect it. Protected it. Oh well. You can see the druids really aren't too good at... I'd be lucky if I survive this. This is a bad situation. Quite a nasty one indeed. I don't think I'm going to survive this actually, to be quite honest. But, we'll see. Protection on that. Really shouldn't have just protected on that thing. I should have used it on him. Since he actually has a quite decent chance to survive this. Dwarves are powerful. Powerful like Earth. Actually never knew one of those before, so that was quite a strange sound. And I cast protection on him as well, and no, the doors are perishing. Don't like the perishment of the doors. I have to, but I think I actually might manage to win this. I might actually do. I might very well actually do. Might. Cast curse on him and attack him. No, I'm going to use this. So it's only one thing to do. I have to retreat, sadly. That was a pain. I lost my most valuable artifact here. Not that most valuable, but okay. Quite a pain indeed. Group my dear sorceresses here. She will have the obtained. Yeah, she should exceed all her house experience. And she actually has a bit more powerful starting party. So that is what happens if you lose your hero. Just lose it. Quite painful indeed. Oh well. I will wait one turn. I will wait one full turn. Just to see... no, not just to see, but just to get all of my possible creatures to recruit before I will start rampaging about, which I wish to do. Because rampaging about is fun. Because then you're going about stuff, and that's fun. I'm so stubborn and I'm not going to give up that bloody thing. So I'm going to continue to fight them, and now they have had some sort of quick recruitment campaign of some sort, and completely restock the ranks, but that is not a problem. As we'll soon see, since now we have many times as more powerful army, and we can actually one-shot certain stacks of them, and that means that they really aren't much trouble, as you can see here. Even our relatively weak sprites can take a stack of them easily. So it's really little things do really make quite a larger difference. They truly do. Small things, sorry, not little things. There we go. 10 rogues perish. And they will take the last one. There we go. Now we didn't lose a single creature and I killed all 50 rogues. And again, a random ace of dominion, which gives me 1+ on attack and attack skill. Good. It's also just really like attack skill, and they desperately need it. And so did I with the gold. So the decision was easy there. Albeit even noting the fact that it was easy from the start. I'm going to eat something now, so sorry about that. Lovely piece of food. Food makes me anti-hungry, so I'm happy because of food. Very simple logic, albeit irrefutably, quite certainly, most spectacularly, irrefutably correct. I really would be pleased if you could actually get something useful from this, such as blind, yes, oh god yes. That is great. Blind is such a fantastic spell. It basically paralyzes a creature until or a stack of creatures until you attack it the next time, and haste in itself, if combined with such a creature such as, say, doors, which in themselves are quite slow but pack an immense punch. If they cast haste on, they become fast and can virtually travel across the screen in one turn. And that is quite overpowered in certain ways, and I do certainly not. But I, however, do certainly not have a problem with owning overpowered creatures. So that is great. Now, end it now. No, I can't. Can't have passed. No, I can't. I have to fight these gargoyles. Sorry, I really am bad. No, I really have a problem. I have a sore throat. That's quite weird, since I only have it when I'm recording. I talked a lot earlier this evening. I didn't have even the slightest problem. Such a strange thing. I am kind of worried of some, because these might pose a problem, but still. Oh well. Let's just jump in it, shall we? Now, these gargoyles are completely horrible and will run for my archers and my casters at the first opportunity they have, and they also are death noobs as hell. Which is a good thing in the respect that I really don't hurt much, but they are quite annoying. See a lot of dread, and they're completely surrounding him. It's horrible. Horrible indeed. That's what I hardly thought I would take those creatures, but alright. That'll be fine. These shall be taken. Okay. Oh no, seemingly not. Perhaps not actually, after all. Absolute annoyance that they always have to go on the druids, or whatever else they can get their bloody fingers on. Why do they have to hate archers such? It is annoying, it definitely is. I don't like them always attacking my most valuable creatures. That is the reality of things. Such are things, sadly. And things be things as long as the world exists. Pardon me. Horrible it is. Many things are horrible indeed. This is one of them. I'm eating a banana, by the way, and it's kind of slightly old. Just so old that it tastes perfectly fine, but it's still a bit old. 405 experience, there we go. I don't want to risk it. I don't know what is there, and I might be arse raped. And it is soon next week, I believe. Yes, it's soon the third week, and it would be strategically the wisest, given the sorry state of my army, to rest here a bit. And also, I would learn these wonderful spells, such as haste and blind, which are completely fantastic, really. I'm quite pleased I got them. The only thing I'm lacking now is Thunderbolt or something. But I really don't see a lot of it, and it's annoying me. Why do I never ever get any damage spells which are just indefinitely useful? Whatever, at least it wasn't the week of the plague or something. Oh well. The dwarves and the elves and all those things, and yes, my army is stronger than ever, and I shall go and I shall take that castle. I shall take it, because it deserves to be mine, because I want it. But it doesn't seem that the world agrees, sadly. Well, unless they shall die, all and every single one of them. Blind that, cast and cast it. No, you'll kill it and then we'll attack the dwarves. And how many doors do you have? 3. Okay, that's not bad. I guess it's the worst thing ever. Really, it isn't. Oh, there we go. Just kill. Oh, a lucky rabbit's foot. Spell power plus 1, tons of experience, and supposed to have something. Okay, is somebody who just runs up and takes it. That does actually tend to be the case. I'm going to take this village, and it was luckily not too heavily guarded. I'm going to be very quick and take blind, cast it, and be safe. And I've basically won. I've won by now. Skip. Going to snipe from a distance, and the lucky rabbit's foot is already affecting it, affecting my throws or my casts, really. Yeah, go here. I'm going to start here. Really don't want them to get an early one. Cast in here, will fly in here. Attack, and there they go. High morale, and voila! I won. Well, not high morale, but high luck. Not a single casualty, and a new fortress for me to utilize. How wonderful is Blended. I wonder how many points of negative morale I'll obtain. I will only obtain. Well, I have neutral morale. I can take that. Crystal mine is mine, and I want that obelisk next turn. But that, however, is next turn. And for now, I say toodaloo, and well, not toodaloo, but goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. And I just really do regret buying those goblins right now, since if I hadn't done that, I could have built a castle next turn. Oh well, such things happen. Oh well then, I say thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to do much, but really it is practical for you to subscribe if you're planning on watching the next video, so please do so. It is practical. And besides that, I say goodbye.